When you're hosting a meeting, it's really important that you have all of your settings set up appropriately so that you are able to present the way you want and need to. Now, one big thing you want to make sure is good to go before you really launch your meeting is your audio and video settings. So in order to kind of check those and make sure they're set up properly, you can go down here next to the microphone icon and click that up arrow. Now here you're going to see specifically your audio settings. Now you can select different microphone or speakers. If you have different elements set up and plugged in, you can choose which ones you want to use. And you also have the option to test your mic and speakers. This is a great idea to do before a meeting starts to make sure that you can hear everything properly and that your microphone is working so that others can hear you. So you just want to select that test option. And now what will happen here is the computer will actually play a sound, a ringtone, and you need to say whether you hear it or not. So if you don't hear it, you can try toggling. If you have other speakers set up, you could try doing that. But once you know whether you hear it or not, you can click yes or no. So in this case, I'm going to say yes. I tested my audio before and it's working great. So next up is the mic test. So you're actually going to need to speak and then pause. And what the computer's going to do is it's going to capture what you say and then play it back to make sure that it's working properly. So again, you can change the device if it's not working to see if that's what the issue is. Or here you click yes or no. So if you click yes, you're going to be good to go. If you click no, then you should get some troubleshooting options to kind of see if you can figure out what the issue is further. In this case, I know my mic's working. I'm going to click yes, and then I have the option here to just finish. Now, we kind of want to do the same thing for video. We want to make sure that our video is working properly and that it's optimized for the audience so they can really see you clearly and that everything looks as it should. So to do that, we're just going to go next to the video icon and click that up arrow. Now again, you have your hardware option. You can go straight to choosing a background and a filter if you want, but really we want to go straight to those video settings. So you'll see here, it's going to launch this big settings menu, but it's going to default to video, and that's really what we want to look at here right now. So first up, you're going to have your hardware option. So again, you can choose your webcam if you have different options set up. Here I've got an external one set up, and that's what I want to use. You can opt to change the ratio or the quality of the video if you want to make it high def. And then down here in the My Video section, you can choose to use video mirroring, which is pretty standard. And then you have the option to actually kind of adjust your video appearance a little bit. So here we have Touch Up My Appearance, and when you click that, you're going to see this little bar. And what this is going to add is a slight blurring effect that you can adjust as needed. So say you just, look a little tired today and you want to take the edge off, you could up that slider and it's just going to fuzz your appearance a little bit to kind of soften it up. Be mindful though, if you do go a little too extreme with it, it can be a little noticeable that you're a little fuzzy around the edges. So you can opt to use that or not. And then you also have the option to adjust for low light. So you can see here that through my webcam, I'm looking a little bit dark. If I click this option, you'll see it automatically brightens up the video so you can see me a little bit better. So that's a good option for me in this case, so I'm going to leave it. And then down along the bottom here, you have a few different options for your kind of personal video viewing. So you can make sure the participant name is displayed on the corner of their video. You can turn off your video when joining a meeting. If you want kind of a minute to get in and prepare before you're right on camera, you can do that. And then a few other options. Show a video preview dialog, hide non-video participants. If you're in a big meeting and you only want to see the people on camera, you can go ahead and hide those who aren't. And then see myself as the active speaker while speaking. So basically speaker view is going to show you any other people who are speaking, but it won't show you yourself unless you check that option. And then finally you have the option down here on the bottom to select how many people you're seeing in gallery view. Now if you have only a free account, the only option you're going to have here is 25 participants. If you have a licensed account like I do, you'll see 49 participants as an option. And then lastly, if you don't see any video here, chances are you're having a camera issue and you can go to that troubleshooting option. So definitely a lot of options to use to optimize your video here and to test your audio to make sure you are set up completely for hosting your meeting.